You've probably seen the photos and the pictures many times. Pictures of orphan children scavenging in the streets for food and shelter. As president of Restore a Child, Norma Nashed is working to change these pictures and the future of as many orphans as she possibly can. And I'm very grateful that, Norma, you've joined us today here in our studio for this opportunity to tell and share with our viewers what all Restore a Child is all about. Tell us a little bit about the organization and what your goals and your aims are.
Thank you for this privilege. I don't take it lightly. God has called us to do this work because in the Bible, repeatedly, he says, defend the orphans. And even in Deuteronomy, chapter 16 and chapter 26, God tells us that we should share some of the tithe with the orphans. And so this is a new concept, but you can read it in the Bible. And Restore a Child started around 12 years ago.
Okay.
And we started with 2 children in Jordan.
Okay.
And now we have over 3,000 in 13 countries.
Now, 12 years, you've grown from sponsoring 2 children to how many children now?
Over 3,000.
Over 3,000. And 1 country to how many countries?
13.
13 countries. Wow, that's tremendous growth. Yes. Okay, so you're seeking to fulfill the biblical mandate to care for the orphans, the underprivileged, the people who don't have rights.
Yes.
Now, how do you do that?
We go and seek these children and provide what their needs, which is food, and then medical care, shelter, and education, and teach them about Jesus.
Now, friends, as I was talking with Norma before we actually came on set and shared this with you, she has a beautiful little brochure here called Restore a Child. Restore a Child, our promise to the children of the world. Now, in this little magazine, besides some introductory stuff, you talk about where Jesus said, give them food, and you're providing food and agriculture.
I was hungry.
And water, and I was thirsty, and you gave me something to drink. That's water services.
I was
and
sick.
now I was sick, and you helped me, and you're providing medical care. So this is the way that you're seeking to do that. Now, what about the actual facilities? Because I see here you have pictures of actual homes and buildings that you're doing. What are you doing there?
Yes, we did build a home for orphans in Ambo, Ethiopia. We did one in Tanzania, and we're building one in Zimbabwe. But the focus is not on institutions now.
Right.
We'd like to help more children in existing homes who are struggling to feed the children and care for them.
Okay.
And there are millions, 145 million children, orphans around the world, and they are on the streets. They become terrorists, targets to terrorism. So when we go and take them off the street and provide their basic needs, we're not giving them something extra.
We're actually helping a social problem that exists in those countries.
Yes, then we are teaching them about Jesus. In Indonesia, we are supporting 5 orphanages, and the 6th one will be starting soon. And during the last 3 years, over 100 youth were baptized.
Okay, now you brought the children to these 5 orphanages, and they learn about Jesus, and you say more than 100 have given their hearts to Jesus publicly in baptism.
In baptism, and now many of them are in college, and 2 of them are studying to be pastors. And this is the report by Dr. Jonathan Kontaraf, who is the director of the Sabbath School Department at the General Conference.
Okay, now let me explain a little bit about who Pastor Kontaraf is. The leader of our world. As a world church, we believe very strongly in the study of the Bible, and so we call that the Sabbath school period of the worship service. And Pastor Dr. Kontaraf is the representative, the leader for that, and so he's the president of your board.
He's the chairman of our board.
He's the chairman of the board, and of course you're the executive director. So now this was happening in Indonesia. What other countries are you developing and expanding into? We
have 3 projects in Kenya.
In Kenya?
Yes, we just started last month. Dr. Kontaraf was in Kenya, visited the 2 schools, 2 Adventist schools, where we'll be starting a feeding program for 600 children, new children. And then we have Tanzania, where we built a school for the Maasai people. We have Chad, a clinic. We have Zimbabwe, 2 orphanages. We are supporting there. We have.
And you were telling me before we came on set that you most recently visited in Haiti.
Yes, and I just came I've been 3 times to Haiti. We supported an Adventist school in Haiti with 177 children. And now we plan to do more. We just bought them a truck so they can generate income by using the truck.
Very good. So these are the different initiatives, culturalized, adapted to the particular situation.
Yes.
Leading these, getting them off the streets, providing food and shelter, and helping them.
And the future and eternity.
Very good. Now, if you'd like to learn more about Restore a Child, you can go online, and it is www.restoreachild.org. Now that's right, restoreachild.org.
Yes.
Is this brochure on there?
Yes.
On your website?
Yes, it is on our website.
And people can contact you if they wish to?
Yes, our phone number, there is a toll-free number they can call, which is 877 745 7833.
Okay, so you can go to the website and get that information. It's restoreachild.org. So that's a contact that you can have. And thank you, Norma, so much. You know, friends, as a Hope channel, and particularly for this program, World of Hope, we want to endorse and support the initiatives of individuals, whether it's an organization, a big organization, or it's an initiative like you're doing, Norma. We praise God for your work. We thank you for the initiative. And friends, we want to do everything we can to be people of hope. So thank you, Norma, for being that kind of a person. We appreciate it very, very much.
Thank you.
And we wish you all God's richest blessing in that. Now, our weekly Adventist mission feature is still ahead. Now, there's going to be a cuteness factor in this interview that you're not going to want to miss. So stay with us. World of Hope is going to be right back.